they going to lose their minds when they come over for a pool party and they realize that Troy and I have palm trees?
You're going to have a ton of people
in the
over this
backyard.
summer.
I am totally excited. Yes, I bought 4 of these. We're going to put them around the pool and create that tropical oasis in the backyard. Could you ever imagine that on one day when I'm talking to you right now, it's snowing outside, but yet to be able to plant a palm tree? These are winter hardy. I'm so excited. Feature price for $34.70. You're getting the fertilizer here as well, and that'll last you the first year. But I right away, Stephanie, wanted to hug on this tree like a real tree hugger, because I never thought that I could live outside of Florida or Southern California and to be able to grow a palm tree
right in the earth. And you know, this is one of the, I think, the coolest plants that we brought to QVC.
Is this strange?
Not at all. By all means, I'm all about tree hugging.
I love you.
You know, but Mary, this plant, we actually, strangely enough, Eric found it in Switzerland, and he tracked it down and realized this comes from central China, way up in the mountains where, you know, it's up 7,800 feet above sea level, where it gets really cold, super snowy, and he was like, I have to bring this. Like, we're from the Midwest. Yeah. You're from
Kentucky and then
originally.
Nebraska.
All right, so also
no place I was ever growing a palm tree because it was inconceivable.
And now you can grow it right into the earth and have that staycation. I'm so happy you brought 4 because you're really gonna have friends over.
Swinging for the fences. I was not getting 1 palm tree.
Exactly. You need to make that oasis
whole
feel.
Scene. Look, and yes, thank you, Devin.
The real staycation, you gotta add the hibiscus.
It's true.
It has that tropical look that everyone loves.
And they're both winter hardy.
Yes.
Super winter hardy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So don't stress and think, okay, you guys, sounds great first season, but what happens when the snow falls? You're still good. And something else that really drew me in here, because when I first heard that Roberta's was bringing us winter hardy palm trees, I thought to myself, okay, they're going to be like pretty small, and then how long is it going to take for me to get a good sized tree? But take a look at the size.
This is what you're getting.
Yeah, it's 3 years old.
This is a 3-year-old plant, Mary. You know, we started them from a seed, and we wanted to grow them and make them to be the perfect age to send to you guys at home, because we want it to be, we want you to be able to plant it right away. So when you get this, you know, you'll plant it right into the earth, because this is hardy down to -15. So in Chicago, you know, in Indiana, where I'm from, you can grow this and enjoy that tropical feel, and you don't have to worry about it. And you know, right now, as you said, we're getting pounded with snow. As we saw in that image that's about to come back up, you can see the fronds are not falling over. They're not breaking off because they're strong as rebar.
That's beautiful.
And you know, in the windy city of Chicago, you don't have to worry about these falling off, and you're gonna always have that beautiful palm tree look.
You don't have to worry about them dying.
Ever. This is gonna grow and survive for decades, so you know, your great-grandchildren will be able to, you know, take a nap under the shade.
I have some questions for you, since the thought of growing palm trees is such a foreign concept for so many of us. But first, I'll remind you at home about this price. This is another one that was lower when I got to work than what I had looked online earlier in the day. So $34.70 to get your Windmill palm tree with the fertilizer home, with free shipping and handling. One of the 9 new items in this show. The item number is M57200. You're reserving your palm trees today. They will ship when it's time to plant based on where you live, and then that's when you actually pay for them at that point in time. If you do decide to, because you know they get good size.
Yes, they do.
I think it's in our nature to maybe plant them a little bit closer together based on the size that they are when they arrive. So how far apart should they go if you're doing a whole line?
Yeah, for your 4 that you just bought, you're gonna want to place them about 10 feet apart, because at the height of their maturity, you know, they grow to be 15 feet tall. They're gonna be a true palm tree in your backyard. And so you want to give them the space. But I do want to mention, though it is a tree, the root system is actually quite shallow. So don't be afraid if it, you know, is kind of close to your walls of your home. It's not going to invade and, you know, get inside your pipes or anything. It's not going to be that deep. So
I just like to say our pool doesn't look like that one. I mean, it's nice.
Yours is going to look better because I only had 1 palm tree, and yours is going to have 4.
But what an inspiration. And just think about where you might put these around your property. How many of these now gone, Kevin, or left? Maybe it makes more sense. 1,400 left. So please, please, if you're even tempted, reserve them now. Let us know how many you would like to have and take advantage of that special low price. $34.70 to get both the tree and the fertilizer. Now,
yes.
The fertilizer in this size.
I was going to mention, and then I wanted to go through the phases of the palm also.
I'm wondering about that too, but here's what I want you to know about the fertilizer. We only sell the 10-ounce size on QVC.com. This size, it's just a little bit smaller, but it gets you through the
4
first year.
ounces. Yep.
So that's available on your website for how much?
$13.
Okay.
So just think about that. You know, that'll
nice
produce
bonus.
50 gallons. It's a concentrate. Add a couple drops to your water, and that'll give food for your palm tree for a year.
So this is what, when it ships.
3 years old, you know, when you get it. What we have back here.
Look at this.
This is after about 2 seasons is what you could expect. And then what you see over here, this beautiful big palm tree, this is about 5 or 6 seasons more. So, you know, after about maybe 10 years, it could grow to be 15 feet tall.
Wow.
And I wanted to just snip off one of these fronds.
Yeah, because I see all of this cutting down the way. How do you know what to do?
So what you're looking at is, we like to call this the wool sweater of the palm tree. This is what's going to keep your tree warm during those winters. So as the tree grows and matures, this is going to get thicker and more
So leave all of this alone.
Yeah,
You're just cutting.
leave this kind of fibrous hair. I was just cutting off a frond because, you know, I wanted to show you not only how strong it is, but why it gets the name Windmill palm tree. So if you take a look here, you can just truly see that shape. It's so elegant and beautiful, unlike most palm fronds that are kind of floppy.
Yeah.
And they're not that upright. And then you can shake this thing, nothing's falling off. Oh, that's more elegant. Let's do that. But if you were to live in the Windy City where it's going to get like that, don't worry, because it's not going to break. This heavy snow that we're experiencing today, nothing's going to, you know, bend or break these fronds.
Now fewer than 1,300 left to go around. Please let us know if you would like to have a palm tree in your life. And it doesn't matter where you live. For my friends who live in Florida, we've got friends who live in California, this might not be such a novelty because everywhere you look, you see palm trees.
Right.
But for those of us from Kentucky or Indiana or Nebraska, these parts of the country where you thought, gosh, it just gets too cold to even consider a palm tree. There's just no sense in even thinking about it. Now you can. That's why I was excited enough to get 4, and that my husband, on my way in, I said, we were chatting, and he said, what do you have tonight? And I said, oh, I'll be with the Roberta's team for a couple of hours. He said, gosh, I don't know if we need any more plants. And I said, but we have palm trees in the show. He goes, ooh, get 4.
That's awesome.
I know, we're really, really excited if you can't tell. And if you are too, take advantage of that price. The item number is M57200. Roberta's Hardy Windmill Palm Tree with the fertilizer coming to you when it's time to plant. Thank you, Stephanie. Still to come, these ice plants. Aren't these beautiful? We're talking about ground cover with color.